We live in a world obsessed with motivation. Social media is flooded with motivational quotes, inspiring speeches, and adrenaline-pumping music that makes you want to jump out of bed and chase your dreams. And yet, how many times have you felt fired up at night, promising yourself that tomorrow will be different, only to wake up and find that the fire is gone? The truth is, motivation is unreliable. It is fleeting. It's like a spark. It can light up for a moment, but without fuel, it burns out. If you truly want to transform your life, you must stop chasing motivation and start building discipline. Motivation will get you started, but discipline will keep you going when motivation is nowhere to be found. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. It's showing up day after day, rain or shine, inspired or uninspired. Motivation is an emotion. Discipline is a decision. And in the battle for lasting success, decisions always win over emotions. If you rely on motivation, you will work only when you feel like it, and you will never achieve mastery that way. But when you build discipline, you remove the need to feel like it. You simply do it. Think about athletes. Champions don't train only when they feel motivated. They train because it's on the schedule. They train when it's cold, when they're tired, when they're sore, and when they'd rather stay in bed. Kobe Bryant, didn't he become one of the greatest basketball players in history because he was motivated every day? He became great because he was disciplined. He once said, "I don't negotiate with myself. Once I decide to do something, I do it." That's discipline. Let us look at the difference through a simple analogy. Motivation is like the weather, it changes constantly. Discipline is like the climate, it's consistent over time. If you only go for a run when the weather is perfect, you'll run maybe 20% of the time. But if running is part of your climate, your identity, you run regardless of the weather. You don't check the clouds before you lace up your shoes, you just go. Discipline is not glamorous. It's not Instagram worthy most of the time. It's waking up early to read when everyone else is asleep. It's saying no to distractions when they look tempting. It's choosing the salad when you want the burger. It's putting away money for your future when you could spend it on something shiny today. Discipline is made in small, unexciting decisions repeated over and over until they become who you are. Here's the hard truth. If you wait for motivation to strike, you'll never accomplish anything big. Motivation is like a friend who shows up when the party is fun, but disappears when things get tough. Discipline is the friend who's there at 3 a.m., holding the flashlight while you work through the darkness. But how do you build discipline when your brain is wired to seek comfort? The first step is understanding that discipline is a muscle. It grows with use. You don't start by lifting 200 pounds. You start with 10, and over time you increase the weight. Likewise, start with small acts of discipline. Wake up 15 minutes earlier. Make your bed every morning. Do 10 push-ups before breakfast. These small victories create momentum, and momentum builds discipline. The second step is to create systems, not rely on willpower. Willpower is limited, it depletes throughout the day. But systems are automatic. If you set a specific time for exercise, prepare your clothes the night before, and keep your shoes by the door. You remove decision-making from the process. You don't ask yourself, "Do I feel like running today?" You just follow the system. The third step is to attach your discipline to your identity. Instead of saying, "I want to write a book," say, "I am a writer." Instead of saying, "I want to run a marathon," say, "I am a runner." Identity-based discipline is powerful because you act in alignment with who you believe you are. If you see yourself as disciplined, you will act disciplined. You will also face resistance, fear, doubt, laziness. That's normal. But the beauty of discipline is that it doesn't require you to remove resistance, it just requires you to move forward despite it. When you're disciplined, you don't ask, "Do I feel ready?" You simply show up. And over time, showing up creates results, and results create belief. Let me share a personal truth. There have been countless days when I didn't feel like working, when I didn't feel like creating, when I wanted to quit. But the reason I am still here, the reason I am still progressing, is because I stopped depending on motivation years ago. I made discipline my foundation. Think about history's greatest achievers. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, didn't wait for inspiration to lead an empire. He woke up each day with a sense of duty. Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb because he was in the mood to fail 10,000 times. He succeeded because he was disciplined enough to keep going despite failure. J.K. Rowling didn't finish the Harry Potter series because she was motivated every day she wrote through depression, rejection, and poverty. Discipline also gives you something motivation never can: freedom. At first, it might feel like a restriction. You can just do whatever you want, whenever you want. But over time, discipline frees you from chaos, procrastination, and regret. It allows you to take control of your life instead of letting your emotions control you. Imagine two people. One lives by motivation, the other by discipline. The motivated person works hard on days they feel inspired, but slacks off when they don't. The disciplined person works every day, regardless of feelings. Who do you think achieves more in a year, in 5 years, in 10? the gap becomes enormous. That's the compound effect of discipline. If you take one thing away from this speech, let it be this. You don't rise to the level of your motivation, you fall to the level of your discipline. Discipline is the foundation of greatness. It's the bridge between goals and achievements, between dreams and reality. So stop chasing motivation, build discipline, create systems, strengthen your habits, show up every single day. And when you feel like quitting, remind yourself, feelings are temporary, but your goals are permanent. Motivation will fade. Discipline will carry you to the finish line. And when you finally reach your dreams, it won't be because you felt like it will be because you did it, regardless of how you felt. That is the power of discipline over motivation. That is how you win.